What a wonderful. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have a makeup decluttering video. So this is my storage space. I've had this for a lot of years. This is my Alex 9 drawer. I love this thing, but I'm trying so hard to like downsize on makeup, make it work in this thing, but it's inevitable, and I know that I eventually need to up my storage game. I've seen those lovely storage units. I'll show one here on the screen, and I'm obsessed. But I feel like till I get a better beauty space and a bigger room, then we'll do that. It's a lot of investment. So right now I like to declutter, obviously. I love to give things back to my friends and family because I always get asked this question if like I could give away the stuff that I declutter, and guys, I honestly just don't feel right doing that, if that makes sense. I think it's like quote unquote bad hygiene. I obviously do give this stuff to friends and family. They appreciate it, and they're obviously friends and family. But like to a stranger, God forbid, something does something to you. I like giving away new products and giveaways, things like that. Stay tuned. So yeah, let's just go through this bad boy. Like I said, in the future I would like to upgrade her, but like she makes it work. So starting out the first drawer, I went through this recently, so I kind of like separated everything, but for the filming purposes I want to show you guys. So we're going to start off, this is just tools, things like that. I did get rid of everything here. The rest is makeup, because obviously even sponges and like makeup brushes, that I will not even give to friends and family. I'm like, no, that's little, I'll throw all that away. So here in this drawer, we have setting sprays and primers, all the good things. So I'm going to take some stuff out and then show you guys what I took out separately. So for now, I've laid out this towel. I'm going to do a little time lapse of focusing on here as I pull things out.
Wake up, see the morning dew. Is that what you wanna do? You ain't perfect.
So for this first drawer, this is all we took out, and I want you guys to realize that everything I have in my makeup storage I love. If there's ever a product that I try once and I'm over it, like I usually tend to like give it away very fast. It doesn't even make it into my drawer, it just stays by my filming space. So we got some setting spray and some primers. So I did love everything that we see here, but it's a point where like Pixie sent me all their other ones, and this one just happened to be my least favorite out of all of them. The orange, the vitamin C one is my absolute favorite. So obviously this is all going to new homes. We have the Pixie Vitamin R, Pixie Skin Mist. You guys can see I used a lot of this, but there's still some left that will make somebody else happy. This was honestly really good. I bought this with my own money. Obviously a lot of this stuff I bought with my own money as well, but I know sometimes I get things in PR, and I've never tried anything this good from Glam Glow because I know they're a little expensive. These guys I think I also bought on my own. This Hangover one was so good in its prime. Fourth Ray, the Instant Free, I can never pronounce this brand. This setting spray was so dewy and nice, but I know somebody else can get a lovely home out of that. This guy though, I love this guy, and he was so good, but it definitely broke me out. But like my makeup, regardless of it breaking me out, always looks so good with this. So if somebody's skin isn't like mine, they'll love that. I love these correctors, but I really don't have that much time to be correcting things. I'm gonna be honest with you, during Halloween I use this red one as blood. And then we have the Pixie Treats H2O Skin Drink, which was so good as well. Now moving on to foundations, concealers, and powders. We're gonna once again do what we just did and pull things out.
So am I, that's why we can take our time. You got issues.
Here we have foundation, concealer, and powders that I took out. Fit Me powder I genuinely really like. I just got a new one of these because I like this formula, but this color shade just was not it for me. Have the RCM powder that genuinely, guys, I bought this out of the country. Super expensive, and I never even got more. I didn't even get halfway through this thing. She cost me $31, and I know she did not cost that much out here. It was supporting a local business, small business that ripped me off, but that's fine. Then I have the all-nighter one, which I have a new one of these that I'm using, so I thought this one could use a second home as well. I love this powder, it's so good. It's probably one of my favorite pressed powders. We have the No Filter Setting Powder from Colourpop, which was well loved in its prime. This one I almost wanted to keep to display just because we know that Becca is no longer running, and it just gave me nice little nostalgic things. I love this powder overall, but I feel like this is one of those powders where you first open it and you feel that wet sensation, and it was great, but then with time it ended up not doing that anymore. But she still worked like a really good powder. There was like so much in there still, but the hydro feeling was just not there anymore. We have these products from Revolution. I have 3, and I like still do not understand if these are concealers or foundations. Obviously this one says it's a full coverage foundation. This one says just infinite, and this one is a concealer and define. They all say conceal and define, so I never understood, but I have others of all of these products. And my favorite foundation from Revolution is their stick one that scrolls up, so I have a couple of those that I love. These were a little too matte for my kind of skin, but I know somebody else will appreciate them that's a little oily. This guy was always just way too pale for me, and I tended to only use her around Halloween this year. These two products are discontinued, but I loved so much. But obviously Laura Mercier sent over their latest ones, so I'm using those. And I don't like to use things that no longer exist, because when I talk about them, it kind of defeats the purpose because people can't get them anymore. But guys, if you know, you know. Like, I love their new one, but this OG one was amazing, and this was so good. Like, I love traveling these like beachy vibes. I low-key took these on Palm Springs. I just didn't show you guys because I couldn't, because they're like discontinued, so I don't like to talk about things that are discontinued, but like I had to get rid of these because I was like, oh, it's so hard to not talk about how good these are when they don't exist. This was another one that I liked a lot. This is the clearance one, but I just didn't use her a lot. I bought this one, I believe. She was really good. The Pretty Fresh highlighter is also a good one. This is a liquid highlighter. I like this one, but not as much as other highlighters that I had, so I thought she could use a second home. And we had these little mini ones that I used to use as concealer, but they were foundation. And lastly, I love this concealer from Laura Mercier. The shade was just way too dark for me, so I thought I would give it a better home. Next, we have blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. So this is probably my favorite drawer because I was obsessed with blushes this last year. So this one's going to be a little harder to get rid of, but let's try our best. So like, we kind of knew this one wasn't going to be that easy to declutter. I am very much aware. We'll do one more. This one was a little harder. Okay. Okay, this one was a little harder to do. So we have this beautiful palette from Morphe, which, guys, if I could, I would use more. But honestly, guys, I just can't. This one I definitely only used once to do some cream contouring. It just wasn't for me anymore. This one, actually, I think I might keep this one because I really like this one. I got rid of the rest of these because they were a little too dark for me. But I like this as like a settled bronzy blush where it's like a little bit of a mix of... I'm keeping this one, sorry. This was going to be hard. This is a newer product, which was... This one was really beautiful from the Y2K collection. And it's so nice, but I'm honestly never going to use a color like this. And I know somebody else can give it a better home. I'm like so hard when it comes. You think it would be easier to give ColourPop stuff away because I use it a lot. But like getting rid of ColourPop is probably one of the hardest things for me to do because I want to keep it all. This was just a little too dark of a shade. So I thought, why not? That color is really nice, but I have so many blushes that I knew I didn't need this one. And then this collection was probably my favorite, but I feel like this one was also very dark. So maybe I'll keep this one. I might keep this one. I have a couple other ones. I'm gonna keep this one. It's so hard. I'm telling you guys, it's so hard. You guys gotta remember, I don't have a lot either. This I actually bought and I did not like it. Everyone told me not to buy this and I couldn't help it. I wanted it. And tell me where the roller thing is. I don't know. I think my niece probably took it, but... Did not like this at all. Then we have the Kat Von D blush, which I did like this blush a lot, but I never really reached for her. And we have the Cheek Dews from ColourPop. I have a couple of other ones of these, but I can't really get behind this consistency. I feel like I probably use these as blood for my special effects stuff because I just... Oh. Then lastly, we just have a little Cover FX highlighter. I realized I did blush and highlighter and bronzer all together, but these are the highlighters that I have just to show you guys. If you guys want an in-depth makeup collection, let me know. We have... Oh, we're not taking anything out of this palette. This is my Pride and Joy, my ColourPop collection. I keep every single palette that I get from ColourPop unless it's like something I didn't do a review on or like random. To compare palettes whenever I do my ColourPop videos. But I will get rid of this, which is just a magnetic palette that I never used. There's literally nothing in there. The palette of all the palettes that are not ColourPop. And let's pull some out. Once again, I did declutter my makeup not that long ago. So we're going to get rid of the tried and true, the Jaclyn Hill palette. I love this palette and I feel like I used her a lot. And she genuinely could still use a new home. And once again, when you're filming videos, it's kind of hard to use something that's super old. And then we have this. I literally barely use this one, but I was obsessed with the little smaller 9-pan palette. Before I got PR and I got into the makeup game, like I was such a stan. At a second home, like she's very clean. She was a good palette. My favorite palette from her will always be the eyeshadow palette that she first came out with. I told you guys about this one. There's nothing in her. She's just a nice little magnetic palette. Somebody can use that to take some shadows out. This palette from Millie Rose Beauty. Beautiful palette, but I don't really use colors like this. She's literally never been touched. Somebody will enjoy that. But because I did open her, I wouldn't want to give her away. Then we have this beautiful palette from Pixie that I literally barely touched. And I have so many beautiful palettes from Pixie that I thought one of them had to go. It's just so hard. They're like my little babies. I love this palette. I might keep it. No. And then these guys were also my pride and joy. I loved these little bite size from e.l.f. They were so good. And the pigment of these guys literally gave me Natasha Denona vibes. Insane. But once again, I just feel like they could use a better home than me. But this is Mascaras, eyeliner. Now, we'll have more skincare in a different video, but that just happened to be there.
I've got some things to explain.
We have all the BFF colored mascaras. These all gotta go. I know somebody else will enjoy these. I literally never use these, so they gotta go. Next, we have this blue eyeliner. I thought it was gonna be perfect for Evie, but it definitely wasn't the same kind of color that I use for Evie. So somebody else can use her. I did get, however, the Evie color. And then we have the Physicians Formula mascara, which this is more of a dry mascara, and I'm more into wet ones, so I feel like somebody else can use a better home for this. It smells like coconuts, so I feel like my cousin would be obsessed with this. If not, I wouldn't give it away. And then I finished this one, the whole eyeliner side, but then it has this blue side, or like green side, that's never been touched, literally, like at all. So I'm like, somebody else could use that, but I did finish the eyeliner side, and I know my friends or family don't really mind that. I have a lippy stick, which is in West Matte. And lastly, the black tea kombucha from Fresh, which I do love this, but I have so many toners and things like that, so I know somebody would love that. Now, the very, very last one that's going to be so hard because I love all my lip products. And this thing keeps going back there. But we're gonna try to pull some stuff out.
I'm just trying to find my place.
Okay, so I feel like you guys are probably like, girl, you could have got rid of so many more lip products. But like I said, I know I have a lot, but it's not as much as so many people. And I'm obsessed with lip products, and it's so hot. And I just said, like, literally in October, I decluttered everything. Got rid of this Hello Kitty one. I think I only swatched this for a video. But that color, I probably wouldn't wear. This is very cute. I love keeping ColourPop stuff, and I love keeping collection stuff, so it's harder to give those away. This color from Laura Mercier was so beautiful, but I know somebody else can use it. This color from Rimmel London, also so beautiful, but I don't really tend to use colors this bright. I love these Pop Beauty lipsticks, but this color like almost washed me out a little bit. But the formula of these guys, chef's kiss. I have a couple of different colored ones. This Revlon Ultra Matte Mousse, oh my god. Remember this video, guys? The quality and like the texture of these is unlike no other. I really like the formula of this. This is one of these Fenty lip glosses. I believe this is in the color Pumpkin. This is in the color Single, but it literally looks like the color Pumpkin. Like, it's so orangey, so I was like, I just give it to someone else. And I also thought, like, is this bad omen, the fact that this is called Single? And that's why I've been single this whole time. Let's just get rid of somebody else. This is another one of these guys. This is in the color Cuffing Season, which, once again, I love the formula of these. I have two others of these that I'm obsessed with, but this one, she had to go. She had to go. Then we have this Avon. I think this is for your eyes. I didn't love the quality of this. I genuinely did not like it. I feel like it's such a beautiful color, and it does not transfer like this on your eyelids. And then we just lastly have two more of these lippy sticks. So we have Oh Behave, and we have Slacker. So I love this formula. This one was just too dark, and this one was too pink, but I'm obsessed with this formula. I know it'll always be a favorite. I feel like every time these come around in those bundles, I need to buy them. This is everything that we got. We filled up about 2 boxes of ColourPop of stuff that can get second homes, and I haven't gone through skincare, which is a little harder, but I feel like we did really good. If you guys want to see a little skincare declutter, I don't have as much skincare because, one, it costs so much money. 2, I never get PR for skincare, so I purchase all of it. So, I mean, I get some PR, but not like makeup, so it's a little more. And yo girl's skin is bougie, doesn't really qualify, so it's a little hard to get rid of things, but I think it'll be fun to add some stuff in. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this. If you guys want to see more decluttering videos, I know people usually do them in sections. Oh, just my mascaras. Oh, just my blushes. But I feel like a one video wonder worked for me for the amount of stuff that I got rid of. But I definitely feel like after I get storage and I have like new stuff that I want to try out, we could try to like do some more organization videos. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. But if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below any video ideas for 2022. And I'll talk to you pretty faces in the next one. Bye guys. Sorry I didn't show my face in this one, but I didn't want to wear makeup. And I just love my 30 years little crew neck here. So she wanted to be the star of the video.
Put the pedal to the floor.